Hello, Mac, Al, Dupu, Turtle. Hope everybody's doing well. So,
I built my Lego plane, and since I know something about how plane controls work, I turned everything on the right order. Then I slammed into either side of a mountain. What do you mean you have to untether a seaplane from the dock first? No, I didn't read the instructions, that's just silly.
a very hilarious bug was found in Lake Hopper, where the refuel pump has no maximum length, so you could put the refuel into the plane and then just fly off with this like increasingly long tube and just have infinite fuel in the air. They may also, it had, that's fine. All right. The plan for tonight. At least 2, maybe 3 actions. That's just how Fuel works. That's how Mafia works. 3 moves would be good. 2 regular moves that can be done at any point, and 1 move that is a one-time event move. Okay, fine. You know what? Integration with Twitch and such is one thing. It's not that bad. What's annoying to me is having to actually launch it every time. That's kind of why I wanted to move towards Twitch native alerts. I had something built. I still have it. I just don't use it anymore. For doing all the alert stuff locally, but it's a pain to like make sure it's running, and then if something goes wrong, it's like, okay, where's what's going on here? It's nice just to have something that's like, all right, it's just on somebody else's server. It's always running. As long as OBS is up, we're good. Hey, Liari. I do have lots of games I do want to make. Okay, so stream pets. I actually toyed around with that. That was something that was going to be a point sync for a while. I think Dupu stumbled upon the correct answer is you charge your non-Twitch currency for interaction with the game to give some purpose of circulating it. I don't know. It's fun. I thank you for the 95 stream streak. That's almost a year. I'm full of so much energy tonight. It's almost a year. I love fun. I was going to do some kind of pet. I think it's because I was playing Cookie Clicker at the time, and I was just interested in the little dragon minigame. I was like, what if you had to feed like a Yoshi a bunch of points, increasing amounts of points, and something, and then I just never did. Very nice, GQ. I hope you're proud of yourself. He's never not proud of himself. That's really the problem, isn't it? That's my boy. Dupu's so banned. He's gonna get binned. Yeah, tonight's main plan is we want to get 1 event move and 2 regular moves into this enemy's rotation. And then I feel like everything else has to be done off stream. I think we got to call it, which I'm mostly doing that so I can stick to I'm not doing anything more on chapter 3 on stream after 3 months. I'm moving the goalpost a bit and saying that's what we're ending at 3 months. He's as bad as Willow. Oh no. I'm gonna have to turn in my tag. All right. What can you do? What can you do with this? I mean, obviously we want to do the big smog move. Maybe, just maybe, we make it so that when the effect is added... Oh, man. Oh. All right. Here's a fun one. Speaking of pets doing things, who wants to talk about Posey? Now, you may be thinking to yourself, oh, we just talked about a thing that Posey got into yesterday. Well, guess what? All right. Who wants to wager a guess as to what Posey got into this time? Shoot. Good. I mean, it's a classic, cliche guess. Posey performs a tax evasion. No. On top of the fridge would be impressive. There's a cabinet up there that covers the entire fridge. Chocolate. I mean, she would. She didn't, but she would. Let's see. Roundabout hint. Carl Wheezer. No GQ. Absolutely not. No ducks were involved. Hey, Al got it. Brain blast. All right. Now, Al, you're right, but who wants to place a guess as to how many croissants Posey got? You know what? We'll do Price is Right rules. Yeah, it figures. Look at that. How many? That's the big question. How many croissants did Posey eat? Place your bets. Mac, you need to limit. You need to limit yourself to one guess. I'm not going to allow it. I mean, the very fact that I'm prompting you to guess how many is a scary thing. They were like, what? If you imagine a croissant, it's like, okay, yeah, that's the size of a croissant. It's not like a little mini croissant or something. $1, Bob. Notice how he didn't say Drew, because that's never going to be a thing in the vernacular. Yeah, croissant-sized croissants. The size of an average croissant mother. Mash your croissant. You got it. You got it. New move is going to be the big smoke effect. Smoke screen. Okay, the correct answer. The person who is the closest without going over is Mac. It was in fact 13 full-size croissants. It was a large container of croissants. And she was not alone for long. Gluttonous dog. Yes, I'm afraid so. She ate a lot of croissants. Her greed sickens me. So anyway, that's what Posey got up to. We haven't seen them yet. GQ, I'm gonna wager a guess that it's 6, because I don't think you would have asked otherwise. I know you wouldn't ask unless it was really big or really small number. How do we handle this? It's this, right? No. Yes, it's this. It's actor smoke attractors. And then we just need to set the flag. Vabbie mode. Set flag of attractor visible. Apparently, attractor is, you can toggle it on and off by the visibility flag. I'm surprised by that. It's really weird. Weight 1500. Weight 1000. I've never heard anything ever, so that's perfect. Now, somewhere around here in our Arena Effects directory. Oh, right, we had only messed with the debug menu. Arena Effect Smoke. Alright, so all we gotta do is add that to Battle Manager encounter details. So how are we gonna do that? We're just gonna do an execute function. Which is just a silly way of just make a thing happen. Do not worry about the details. Do we have access to Battle Manager in here? Oh yeah, source.battlemanager. That'll work. Okay, that'll work. Don't worry about these details. It's fine, it's fine. They take more gas. Darren knows a thing or two. Alright, train smoke screen. It's going to be a weird one. It's going to be a priority move. And it's going to have a requirement. Alright, the requirement is... we're looking for the turn number. Here we go. Battle Manager turn number. Or should we look at the HP remaining? Wag. Yeah, let's look at the HP remaining here. Where's a good example of us using that for a move? Special moves, item moves, chapter 3 moves. Here we go. This right here. HP current and HP max value. So this is our, I guess I kind of want to look at just the current HP remaining. So good. I guess we don't care about the turn number. We're just looking at the HP remaining. But we do care about whether or not we have... Okay. So this is going to say, only use this move if we're below 24 HP. I'm probably going to lower that. How much damage are you doing per turn in chapter 3? Oh yeah. I'm just picturing everyone who's ever been hidden in Germ's YouTube chat that was completely just blindsided, who was like, "Wait, what? What happened? Why did that happen? What did I do?" And it's like some rule that we all, of course, know very well, but someone that's coming in for the very first time, who's never been there before, and who's just like trying to be helpful or something, and like does a back seat. They do a back seat, and then they immediately get hidden forever. And I'm just imagining every one of those people is watching Mac not even get removed from the channel, just having one of her messages deleted because it broke the stream rules. And they're all just sitting there watching that going, yeah! Anyway, I thought that was a funny thought. Haha. The anti-Mac squad. No, GQ! It's like... Yes, there's a dog barking somewhere, Posey. Posey. Don't you dare. Don't you start. Don't. What was that, Posey? Probably limited to 20. The unwashed masses. Exactly. I would be completely on board with the, oh, this is terrible. I'm completely on board with that if she'd actually gotten timed out. And then I found out that like it just removed the spam message, the emote spam. Some people don't like emote spam. It's fine. HP less than 20. And he hasn't already used the move, then we can do the move. Welcome in, Gary. Oh man, Gary, you're just in time. I'm about to launch this amazing move for the first time. I'm gonna test it. I am working on an RPG, and not just any RPG. It's going to work. It's going to work. I'm working on a RPG in the style of Paper Mario, specifically the older two Paper Marios. This has been my project for almost 2 years now, and at least 2 more years to go. It is a long running project. I need to make sure that this enemy can actually do this move. What we're going to do is we're going to temporarily set him up so he only has that move. Now that does mean that we need to adjust the requirements. His HP has to be less than 120. That seems reasonable, right? It's easily the longest running project I've ever worked on. Prior to this game, the longest project I worked on, I had it ready to play after like 5 months. And then it just kind of continually got new content added for like the next 2 years after that. And that was a really fun little, like, almost community-driven thing of people coming up with ideas and things they wanted to see added. This is a lot more my crazy idea. Okay. So the idea is that right now, when you use an attack, you get a nice little mini game. And that looks fine. But once you reach a certain phase in the fight, he's going to unleash this move. Let's see if it works. I need his animation to change. I didn't see it happen. I didn't see the attractor turn on, and I'm not sure why. Let's see if it actually did anything. Yes, okay. This is the effect. And I need a text bubble popping up warning you like, hey, you are now under the effects of the thing. Good luck. Draws a red... It draws a red box. My UI. Exactly. Now, on a lot of your moves, at this point in the game, you're going to be so familiar with them that it's not going to hurt you at all. But a lot of your newer moves and more powerful ones, you're really going to need those visual cues. And so this is going to make the latter half of the fight much more difficult. Good video game. But what if there's more to it? Maybe you should Google it again, Dupu. Dupu, have you ever heard of a little game called Mario? Not the game called Mario, but the game called A Little Game Called Mario. Ribby, I never animate outside of Godot. Don't tell anyone. It's all Godot's animation tracks. I am pushing them to their limits. They are having a bad time. I'm having a bad time. Well, Dupu, I'll spoil it a little bit. It is an open source project that anyone can contribute to, so that if you're ever in an interview for game development and they ask you, oh, you work on anything that I might have heard of, you can honestly tell them, well, you ever hear of a little game called Mario? It's a very silly joke of a game name, but it's good. It's very good. I don't even know. The game is like bizarre at this point. It's great. It does not resemble Mario at all at this point. Okay. So the thing we were looking for is this flag right here, attractors. So my understanding was that for attractors, for some reason, their visibility seems to control... Yeah, this is what I wanted to see. But we didn't see that at all. What I need to do is check the documentation. I wonder if it... No, that doesn't make any sense. Better at some point. Oh my gosh, like pretty well much everything. What's the worst thing? What's the worst? Okay, there was a worst thing, and I did it. I fixed it up. And that was controller remapping was really scary, and I finally bit the bullet, made it happen, and it works great now. Yeah, it looks really good, and I don't understand why it works as well as it does. So this is just the magic of particle effects. I've gotten really, I'm not going to say good at them, let's say into them. They're extremely powerful, they're very cheap because it's the same mesh over and over and over again, which the GPU is great at. So I just tell it, hey, I want 1,000,000 spheres. Well, realistically, I want like 100 spheres at a time, each of them lasting 4 seconds with initial velocity of this and a randomized initial position of this, and their scale follows this arc here, like it gets bigger and then it gets smaller before it disappears, and its color is this or fades to that. And then you can mess with the particles with things like attractors that change like where they are pulled towards, and you can toggle those on and off. And the effect is really good with the right timing. Like that's a cool little whoa, ooh, ah. Like this is a boss made of particle effects, and that's really cool. Okay, GPU particle attractor 3D. Let's look at the base of it. Attractors can be temporarily disabled by hiding them. It says, yeah, it says that they can be disabled. Or by setting their strength to 0. Makes sense. So that's confirmation. Visibility does affect, it counts as the disabling. So if that's the case, why didn't it work? I know why it didn't work. Oh wait, no, that is correct. That is correct. I do want it set to true. Let's have it print that. Remove the requirement temporarily. And reload the battle. And do we want to print anything else? I don't think so. All right, let's see. I didn't like that at all. Because I removed the requirement. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I needed to reload the whole thing because I changed that portion of this. One thing I'm still scared of on the subject of things that need to be redone is I want to make the game somewhat moddable. And I have no idea how we're going to do that. We'll figure it out, but I mean, I'm thinking just kind of like some YAML files or basic text configuration and throw your source images in a folder and call it a day. Okay, it does detect the attractors. Jeez, Al. All right. Cool. All right, well, let's have it print the state. You've already failed. Just have it print the state, and also let's have it wait significantly longer. Wario's paint. All right, so it says that yes, it is visible. I'm not seeing it. It's not visible. It's not visible. Something is... Is it an animation player messing with that? Let's find out if smoke attractors is being set anywhere in here. It would be in the reset animation if so. Oh, it is. Ooh. Right. Smoke attractors is turned off by the reset animation. But we're not in the reset animation. We're the inhale animation. Oh wait, no, we're not. We're immediately in the inhale animation. Ah, there we go. So if we change the order of operations here, then this should actually work. Oh yeah, there we go. That worked. There we go. And that should have turned on the effect. It certainly did. Good. Good. Got it. That's one down. 2 to go tonight. I still want to do sound effects, but I'm willing to do those off stream another time so that we can actually make moves towards Chapter 4 pretty soon. I'm gonna have to do a lot of shader learning for Chapter 4, I think. Just guess, Al. Okay. Good. Do. Train smoke screen, done. All right. An inhale, like... I don't know what the is going to look like, but... I don't want to reuse that little smoke attractors thing too much or anything, because that's a cool effect, but we can't make every move use it. We do want to do some kind of inhale. So what if we duplicate, delete, strength 100. Ooh, see, that's pretty silly looking. The wind water. See, that doesn't look great. Just trying some things here. And just messing around a little bit. Oh boy. But there's no tea. It turns out it was all about the water. Oh boy, this is intense. Directionality. What does that do? Oh, there it goes. Goodbye. Huh. Okay, okay. And then what if I pull it this way? Doesn't really seem to be doing anything. Huh. Yeah, I don't want to do it this way. Super Mario Kart? Interesting. Interesting idea. What if they did do like a Mario Kart 2 and it was like Shy Guys and Sniffits and Birdo? Alright, chapter 3 move. Smoke tail. Yeah, he does look silly. There are multiple Garfield carts. What a world we live in. Okay, so the intent of this move is that if you use Molma, whoops, sorry, yeah, I broke everything because I was changing too much. If you use Molma to throw some bombs out, then the boss is going to inhale the bombs and explode, and it interrupts that attack. But if you do not have bombs out, I need the move to actually do some offense move. So he's going to... But then he actually needs to do something after that big inhale, so I guess he just... I don't know... train whistle noise at you. Train whistle noise, and then you just... somebody gets blasted. Garfield Pinball. You guys know about Mario Pinball? I only know about Mario Pinball because of Raukau. So we could have an actual move. Like a smoke attack. Well, that could just be a GPU particle. We just call that smoke attack. And we just use the same stuff as the existing one. Oh, that's what we were doing, wasn't it? Yeah, because it's the train. Yeah, this is the smoke attack. Yeah. Not great, not great. Slap a Code of Mario on it game. I mean, there's some interesting ideas, and there's some really bad ideas. I hope that's what people say about my game. Alright, so let's turn on this GPU particle effect. Let's see what we can do with it. Smoke attack on. Yeah. So that could be it just turns on, turns off. Maybe just do like diminishing damage to everyone? 3 instances of damage? non-traditional pinball game. You know about the pinball Metroidvania? Yoku's Island Adventure. Do you only have one paddle at the start? It's like it's like you're exploring a whole Metroidvania map. It goes on sale a lot for like $2, and I still haven't justified it. Because when am I gonna play a game? When am I ever gonna play a game? That said, I did grab Lake Hopper because that released today. And we're all very excited for Photon releasing this game. It's cool. Yeah, I saw Al picked up a copy and Mac picked up a copy. I know nothing about planes. I just bug Photon and tell him, hey, you should add a hot air balloon, and I just keep telling him that over and over again. If he's still going tonight, we should definitely raid in and tell him to add hot air balloons. And we should use no more than 3 emotes. Mac. I'm sorry. I just think it's funny. I just think it's really funny. Okay. So we're going to do the inhale animation. I want the bombs. Thank you for that GQ scream. He was in a lot of pain. It's not 37 moment. My message! Remember that time that Al lost his block? That was great. Let's go at a Hoyt. Hi, Zoom. Welcome in. Zoom, I like your cat.
Dad, I'm in space.
I'm proud of you, son.
Dad, are you space?
Yes, now we are a family again.
Where's the cat emote? I mean, no, yeah. I mean, what do you mean? Where we? What? All right, tell me what is an appropriate use for this? When am I going to use this? I use it all the time, though. He's a dapper little man, and he's spinning around. All right, change to inhale. Wait for 2500. Now we need to get the bombs. Bombs. It's an array of node 3D. Perfect. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. For bomb in Battle Manager bombs, actions dot pinned, battle actions dot fire tween, bind that on the bomb, global position, set it to I think it's the smoke particle effects position. Tween transcubic tween dot ease out. I need the cheat sheet. I need the tween cheat sheet. I use this so much. I should just have it saved. I want it to start slow and then go fast. That's ease in. There we go. Great. Cool. Love it. Okay, so fire that tween. that should be a string. Okay, so this will tell all bombs on the field to towards the position of the inhale. And then we need to branch. We need to branch. If there are bombs, then we do one thing, otherwise we do another thing. That's the branch. There are bombs. No bombs, regular attack. Aren't you glad I added every Mario Odyssey moon into the minigame? I got a mosquito bite today. It's unbelievable. Aren't you glad that I added CSS color names as a category? Where's the secret cat? I'm hesitant to even run the query to look at it. I'm just gonna just slowly increase the likelihood of the secret cat. I should, if I ever do a big, ridiculous stream with like big rewards, one of the rewards should be just reveal the secret cat to one person, to whoever gets the reward. Fyra, thank you for welcome in. Thank you for the hang on, it's a bee. Thank you for the bee. The colors blend together against dark mode, and I was like, what am I looking at? What am I looking at here? It is a bee. 1 million point redeem. That might be a reasonable redeem for 1 million points. And you know what? Someone might have 1 million points. And the raid. Oh, thank you. How did we wind up at your stream the other day? I remember. Was that Chip? Welcome in, everyone. I remember I raided into a dev stream, and then they had just ended stream like a week ago. Maybe. It would have been either like Big Boy Games or Small Block Boy. Maybe Cap Nonosa. No, he's usually not running that late. Usually working on a B game. Just like Cap Nonosa. Isn't he working on yeah, he's working on You Had Mead at Hello. More B games. Oh, and Small Block Boy was working on a B game, a B incremental game. What is up with all these B games? I love it. Hi everybody, welcome in. I haven't met you all before. My name is Dobbs. I am you know what? My game has a B. It's just not accessible yet, but there is a B. Let's get the game up with audio and everything. Let's turn on the get me out of the fight. Get me out of the fight. Get me into a place. Hi, I'm making a paper game. That's it. I do remember seeing that. It was 2D, movement based. I don't want to say platformer exactly because you're a bee. So it's different. Anyway, hello. Welcome. This is my game. It's called Paper Robot, where you play as this little robot and friends. And there's all kinds of crazy critters. And we're working on a Wild West chapter. There's this guy. I don't remember what he says, but it's probably not important. And there's this guy. They're having a little conversation there, maybe. I need to make these guys walk around. Some NPCs walk around and some don't. There's a shop. Can't buy that. There's... Oh, look at that guy. He's not supposed to be there. He's not supposed to be there at all. We got a saloon. Every Wild West town needs to have a little saloon. I haven't tested this guy. He's going to be the cook. There's the player piano. We're not going to talk about him. You like it, Dupu? Oh, snooze. Wait, we need to snooze the ad, right? Should we? I don't know. I want to keep the pre-rolls off. We got like 5 minutes until the ad starts. Red Dead Paper. Well, it's not entirely a Wild West game. That's just Chapter 3 is Wild West. We are working on the boss tonight, but the game has quite a variety of locations. Chapter 1 alone takes you through quite an adventure, and if you want to play Chapter 1 and everything before Chapter 1, you can. You can do that for free. Oh, well, good timing. You can do that for free. The demo is available. It includes all of the prologue and all of Chapter 1. Chapter 3 has a weird gimmick with the exploration. I'm making it a little bit more open with a kind of a world map situation in Chapter 3. So you kind of like can explore this desert and like go to little landmarks and like, oh yeah, I want to go to the town, and you can do that. Where's this one? There we go. This needs more markings. And get this nice river. This is the fast travel. Captain Hoof. Got a little flag. He's got a boat. There he is. What's your idea?
I was thinking there could be like some treasure there.
Treasure? Oh, yeah, I should make like an island. Where
But
you
you
can
have to find the key in the cave.
That's a good idea. You have to find a key.
And maybe he can say there's a treasure on that island, but you must find the key in the cave.
Oh, that's a good idea. Treasure. Yar.
You know, like that cave.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah. And then that's where you hide the key.
Oh, yeah. Those are good ideas.
I think we should do that.
Yeah. That sounds like a great idea. Good night. Hey, Dev Dad. Hey, you know. Oh, you want to see something fun? Hang on, I'll have to get it pulled up. Straight up stealing ideas. All right, let's see if this works. Okay. So we had a weekend of coming up with game ideas, and we have the swing game. She drew all the art and had the idea. Dupu does have the world record in swing game. And so it's very simplistic. I just threw together some rigid bodies and just like, I don't remember how to make hinge joints work, so I just slapped them on to taste. And then you just wee, and then that's it. And you can tell I hastily slapped together multiple textures that she had drawn, which I might even. No, I don't know where the originals are. They're somewhere around here. Yeah, and she doesn't even know that I added the character select screen. She drew 14 different little critters. You can tell the first three are hearts. Well, I was telling her, oh, you know what we could do is we could have names for all of them, and it shows their name and a little bit about them. And she's like, that's a lot. I was like, you're absolutely right. That would be a lot. Great point. Look at this guy, this cool square guy. That's something straight out of one of Small Block Boys games. Oh no, the ads, right? Aorta. Triangle Man, great guy. I don't know what. I guess he's a circle. Diamond, another diamond, two diamonds. Flower. This guy is great. The flower. Diamond Brothers. Oh yeah. She really enjoyed it. Flower is OP. Oh, I should turn the music back on. Here we go. Forgot that we had that turned off. Wee. Yahoo! All right. Anyway, that's fun. This is the game code. This is it. There it is. That is the entirety of it. It's mostly camera management. Like this is all you care about right here. Swing left, swing right, jump off of swing. And I was like, maybe if they press a button after they land, it can restart them. And she's like, no, it should do that after 10 seconds. It's like, 10 seconds seems like a pretty long time to wait. It's like 10 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds. You got it. You were wondering about that, I'm sure. That's a peculiar thing to try. But yeah. Anyway. B-game. B-game. Is that on Steam? Pollinator Die? It is! There's even a demo. Look at that. Look at that. A free demo. Oh, it's got me. Look at that. Boom. See, look at that. Look at those nice, juicy pixel effects. That's hard to pull off. That's some good pixeling. It is tile. I see the tiles. See, that's a 2-tiler right there. Juicy. You heard me. Juicy. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. Look at that. Look at these. Look at these lines. Let's appreciate it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. See, that's good stuff right there. Lines. You don't get that for free. Look at that. He's so visible. Well, tell her to hurry up and beat Silksong. Get her out of here. Okay. We should explain. Should we explain? D. Here, this is D, and she is playing through Silk Song, and as a dumb bit, it's Dupu's fault. As a dumb bit, I made a gif of her doing the Silk Song dance. I just slapped her avatar over Hornet Silk Song. And I said that as soon as she beats Silk Song, I will reveal that she's been there at 1% opacity this whole time, and then I'll remove her. And she still has not beaten Silk Song. So D remains. Thank you, Willow, for the giant Dupu stare. Dupu stare, look, peer. I will be right back. I'm going to run some clips. Stay tuned.
It's nothing out of the ordinary.
What's going on? Everything okay?
Everything's normal.
Oh, no.
You know, I noticed the other day that I had suddenly a second chicken statue in my house. I let it slide.
They multiply.
I just walked in there intending to do my own prank, and there's already an ongoing prank.
We like to have fun here. My plan is to grab the P-switch as it falls, and then do a runoff. Oh my goodness! The cheese!
Little do they know you're using heat-seeking missiles.
Oh gosh, that crit.
This is 101 how to kill a server. Play with
That's
dogs,
right.
Give them a medic.
Oh gosh, this is just disgusting.
Oh, they got me. I'm dead.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Lag is such an issue with versus mode. Lag is such an issue. Alright, bombs. There are bombs. If there are bombs... yes, we want to switch to surprised. Did we call it surprise? Surprise. And then we explode him, and we also need to remove the bombs. So that's a delete sprite list thing. And then do an execute. I don't like using those much, but it's fine. Remove all the bombs from the field. And then we are going to actually deal damage to him after a short. We need a little beat. Like change him to idle and immediately deal damage. It is actually the source that is taking damage from no source. Flat damage is true. Amount of damage. I'm going to say just number of bombs out is just the amount of damage you take. Deal the damage to him. Wait half a second and then let the animation, then let everything else continue. Okay, but if he does not get any bombs, there are no bombs, then we need to actually do an attack. And that is going to be, we're going to take smoke attack, smoke particle effect. Emitting. Really surprised that we haven't done that already somewhere. We'll get to that. We're going to take the smoke particle effect. First, we want him to do surprise for just a little bit, just to kind of give him a moment to prepare the attack. Then switch back to inhale, because it's going to pull double duty on this animation. And that's where we are going to turn on the particle effect. Bookend that later. Have that running for, let's say, half a second. Then cue hurt action. I'm going to say that it affects the whole enemy team because it just looks like it does. It's huge. So this has to be cue hurt actions multi to land damage on multiple things. We're going to allow blocking even though it shouldn't be able to block. I'm going to say 1 damage. 1 damage flat. No piercing. You can defend. It is blockable. That's it. So 1 damage, but it's going to keep happening over and over again 3 times. Then we turn off the particle effect, change him to idle, wait for the smoke to clear, and we're done. That is the attack. Now we need to test it. have that in the main list and in the just to test this one attack list. Hold on. Jump into a regular area first so we can hit the settings. Okay, custom battle. Train boss. That's fine. But suppose that Molma was here. And she put out a bunch of bombs. Oh, the bombs aren't getting tweened. Why didn't we tween the bombs? Okay, that's fine. What are we failing at here? Source Battle Manager bombs. Invalid assignment. Are you sure? Let's look at the Battle Manager. Let's look at the bombs. Show me bombs. There's the bombs. It's a list of... Well, it's a list of null. Which is weird. But it is a list. So that's really weird to me. Bombs. Invalid assignment of property or key with value of type array on a base object of type node. I mean, bombs is an array. Battle manager dot bombs. Bombs. All right. Well, let's try something. Try something silly. Print that. Actually, and another thing. Why didn't the tween happen? Because I didn't give it the proper information. Yeah, I skipped a parameter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I skipped the actual timing of it. Number of seconds. 2.5 seconds. And that should happen here. Actions, append array. Okay. Now let's try this. Brrr. No bombs. That's probably fine. Get Molma out. Hit him with the firecrackers. Ooh, boom. Again, but this time it's an array of freed object, freed object, freed object, freed object. This is a great one. Casual, they are the ones that do most of the songs. like 80% of the songs in this game. Maybe 90. One thing I really like is how they use that major third chord. They've done it in 2 different town songs, and both of them I really like. It just feels very fun. That's an array. Why do you have a problem with me setting it to an array? Try something. Valid assignment. Can I do dot set? It's an object, not a dictionary. Do objects even have dot set? Show me some examples. No, you can use dot set on a node. Okay. All right, so if we did dot set, bombs to empty array, then maybe everything is fine there. We're gonna see. We're gonna find out. Welcome in, Cyclone. All right, launch a battle against Chapter 3 boss on Chapter 3 boss set. Just get right into the specific handling that we're going for. I'm doing pretty well tonight. Okay, he tweens. He eats the bombs. He explodes. That worked. Okay, that worked. But the position was bad, but we're really close on that. That's looking really good. It's gonna need a nice little boom, 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 kind of little thump noise when he eats the bombs. So let's mess with the smoke attack position. So let's go into remote actors. Train boss actor, animation player, change that to inhale. Good. And while he's stuck doing that, let's turn the smoke attack on. Kind of get that right up there in his mouth. Right up in there. Okay, perfect. Okay. Oh, he doesn't have that. Okay, that's fine. She can still throw a firecracker out. Oh. Molma's dig particle effect is also being attracted by the smoke attractors. Oh. Okay. We gotta deal with that. We gotta do a coal mask. Okay, only affect layer 10. And then the locomotive, smoke particle. We're gonna tell it that it only exists within... Well, how does that work? Do you use Godot Engine to making the games? I do use Godot Engine. This is Godot. There it is. Godot. GPU particle attractors. Coal mask. After configuring particle node specific, right. Visual instance. Okay, it's the visual instance layer. So we tell it to put it on layer 10. You gotta know about Godot. That's a stretch. That's a stretch, but we're gonna give it to you. We're gonna give it to you, Mr. Mike. Oh boy. Yeah, I broke everything. All right, reload it. Reload it. Bring it back around. Oh yeah, silly me. All right, get Molma set up as the partner. Train, go. Godot. That's a freebie. It works. Yay. And he misses it. Oh. He doesn't get to use his attack. He just takes the damage of eating the bombs, and that's it. Which, since there will never be any summons, there's never any strategic advantage to having the bombs out. Unless the Cookie Godot. So one thing I can think of that you might want to, you just gotta let it happen. You don't have to push. You don't have to push for it. Let it go. I don't know. No, I got nothing. I am worried that people will abuse Molma's bombs to skip phases. I'm gonna have to, like, for later bosses, I'm gonna start needing to add special handling for when there's a phase change, or you're like, oh, when they get to below this health, they do this thing. I gotta watch out for that. Gotta watch out for that. Wait a second. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. I was confusing my bombs. Okay. Boom. 4 different attacks. One of them is technically an event that happens. Yeah. It's basically going to wind up being some kind of, you know, what is it going to be? I don't know exactly, like, where we're going to keep that. Maybe on the unit itself, it's going to get some kind of damage overflow prevention that says this entity triggers a certain thing when they reach X health, and if they take damage beyond that, ignore it. Ignore it. What does that look like? Does it mean that they just flat out... I don't want to even show the damage number if I'm ignoring the damage. I could, like, temporarily bump the enemy's defense to infinity or whatever. I guess the concern is... like, I've got, like, oh, you start phase 2 when they get down to 20 health. But if you were really dedicated, you could stack so many bombs on the enemy and then detonate them when they're at 21 health and just deal 21 damage in one turn, but just with tons of setup. Yeah. Now, there was something that they did in maybe this is a better strategy. Well, maybe not. Chapter 5, final boss, Thousand Year Door, Lord Crump. It's like your third fight against Lord Crump in the game. I don't know if he actually does it when he goes down to 0 or just when he gets very low, but he runs off screen and you see a bunch of healing effects and hear a bunch of like healing sound effects, and then he comes back on with like 20 health, and then the battle continues from there. He's like, oh, that was a close one. So you could do that, but I kind of like the idea that if you've got the scan log on the enemy, you can see their health bar. So I kind of like that you can see like, oh, they are at half health. They are doing the thing because they reach half health versus, hey, I finally killed them. Oh, come on. I don't know. We'll let that kind of just percolate. Personally, I feel like the firecrackers are very randomly placed. It's really meant for a large set of enemies because you're kind of getting a little bit of area effect with each firecracker, or you're missing entirely. So it really works well when you're not dealing with one big enemy. To farm up enough firecrackers on the field to actually skip a phase will probably be harder than playing it as intended. I mean, one solution is just don't allow more than X firecrackers on the field at a time. Like, if you get more than 10 bombs, then start detonating them automatically to bring the total down. That might be the smarter solution, but we don't have to deal with that right now. Okay, currently this boss has 3 attacks. I want to turn on use fresh moves. To ensure he's scannable. He's scannable. I want to ensure that that he doesn't keep using the same move twice in a row. That he goes through his whole deck of moves before he starts recycling moves. Okay, I think this is good. We could leave him there. 3 moves is reasonable. And he's already using the smoke for like multiple different moves. So I struggle to think of what else we could do with this guy. I think he can be good for now by our current standard of what is phase 1 done. He's good enough. He's good enough for now. We can always come back and add more moves, but we can never get this time back. Bless you. All right. I think he's good. I'm not done building this fight because there's phases to this fight before you even get to this enemy. What a fight. So I'm gonna need to add dialogue, and enemies have to be cycled in and out to make sure that the battle doesn't just end before you even get to the fight. Yeah, We'll do that at some point, but that's not going to be on stream. Oh shoot, there's something. When an arena effect kicks off, we can add how are we gonna do that? How are we gonna do that? It's not this move, it's this smoke screen move. We could add that as a battle action. Wait for conversation done. Yeah. I guess we need to look at partner moves. How does Cat's scan work? Start the text and then wait for the conversation to be done. Reasonable, reasonable. So let's make this a battle action of add arena effect. And what that will do is it is going to add add new actions. Add a new action queue. Cat scan. She do in fact scan. Action queues append this array. And then return true. The effect is the name of the description of the effect. Effect.description. Start scan text. What does that do? We do this. UI global show dialog. Which that can happen immediately. But then I need to change arena effect, pre-battle effect start. Yep. Get action queue for starting effect, intro queue. Oh. Here we go. This is what we want. Get an action queue for the starting effect. Arena effect. Get description. And then does a dialogue, but does not do the wait. Which is fine. We're gonna fix that. So we're gonna say, the queue is this. Oh, I need the name, which is .id. Okay. Effect.id. Pass in battle manager. That's doable. Then I say, yes, queue. Append the action of wait for conversation done. And then append that queue to the action queues, and then we are done. Right? That's it. Add arena. Oh, nope. Get action queue for starting effect is not found because I need arena effect directory dot. All right, so now we've got our new action. So instead of executing this, we're going to call this much slimmer function that. So before, after. Train smoke screen. Looks good. Take out this. Let's test it. Our hope is that a little text box pops up when that attack gets used. And that attack is currently a priority attack, so it should get used because I took the requirement off of it. Whoa! Great. Looks good. That's all I needed. Yeah, that's much better. Needs train whistle noises. And then the script is going to do all this stuff about the setup, because we want excitement and adventure happening. It's going to be good. Let's see here. I gotta start thinking about raid. Photon is still on, and that is probably going to be our raid target for tonight. For anybody who doesn't know, Photon just released his first Steam game today, just like 8 hours ago. Very exciting. So we'll show him a little bit of support tonight. Okay. I still have a lot to do on Chapter 3. But I can't keep polishing it forever. I think the plan is going to be that next stream I'm going to start playing around with some Chapter 4 design stuff. Maybe we're going to draw some new characters. I haven't mentioned what Chapter 4's area is going to be. And I hate that I'm having to spoil so much by streaming this. But the sad truth is that if I don't stream the development of this game, I am never going to work on this game. So that's just the long and short of it. Hi, Trixie Devs. Welcome in. This is what my game looks like right here. Boom! It's a lovely RPG with flat little characters in a 3D world. Completely original idea. Don't worry about that guy. There's little crocodiles running around. It's great. Yeah. Been working on this for about almost 2 years. And it's come a long way. It's looking good. We're getting there. If that genre is up your alley, the game does have a free demo available on Steam. The game is called Paper Robot. And it's really good. Really good. You're also making a paper-like, perhaps? I like these piles of gravel. It's like you can't really tell specifically that they're gravel, that they're meant to be gravel. It's just context. Are you using Godot or some other engine? That's right. We got items. Unity. Yeah. I formerly did make games on Unity. And I decided it was time to start looking at alternatives after the whole hubbub. Making the same game. Down to every single bug. It's all exactly the same. But yeah, I decided that I didn't really trust Unity. Not far off in vague concept. I mean, yeah, that's the idea. I really like the low damage number stuff. Oh, it's different gameplay though? Okay. Understandable. I'm not doing anything gameplay-wise that is paper-specific. Like, Paper Mario, as a contrast to Bug Fables, really liked leaning into everything is literally made of paper. Because you got, like, paper airplanes, turning sideways as an upgrade, all these other paper-themed things. Whereas Bug Fables, on the other hand, never even acknowledges it. This is definitely leaning more towards the Bug Fables side. In that visually things are paper, but that is merely a shorthand. I'm merely using that as a shorthand to announce to potential players, hey, this is what kind of game to expect. If you like Paper Mario, if you like Bug Fables, yes, it's more of that. There are differences, but the core gameplay is very similar because that is exactly what we want. That is the game we want. And so here we are. Chapter 3 got big. Sheesh. I could add so much more stuff to Chapter 3. But I need to get through it, you know? I need to get it to a point where I'm like, okay, it's pretty good. It's pretty good now. Choo choo. Yeah, this battle's gonna be a pain to fully script out. And also this coal train needs to be either taller or more full so that you can walk across it cleanly. Yeah. I think for the most part, all right, you can get through like half of Chapter 3 pretty well. You can get all the way into the first dungeon of Chapter 3, the mines, and you can get most of the way through it. Can you get the upgrade ability? I don't know if I ever finished that cinematic. You can get through a lot. This big guy. No way to access this big guy yet. I need him running around in the desert. Not a random encounter, per se. More of just like, you are chasing down the train. But I don't want you to be able to like corner the train, so I don't want it to actually be doing advanced pathfinding. I'm probably just going to have it go through a couple tunnels so I can cheat. So like you can catch up to it after you get a rocket-powered cart, but otherwise you cannot catch up to it. Okay. I'm feeling like we go ahead and pop in to give some big congratulations to Photon tonight. Like I said, he just released his first Steam game today. Big moment. Very exciting. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. A little bit of a shorter stream than usual, but I could use a little extra time off anyway. I'm going to continue doing a lot on Chapter 3, and then I think later this week we go ahead and start working on Chapter 4. I don't know how this works. It's like, what do we do on stream versus off stream? I did okay. In my defense, so my original goal was complete Chapter 3 in 3 months. We're at the 3-month mark now. in my defense, I worked on a lot of stuff that was not Chapter 3 these past 3 months. We redid we did input mapping and redid it. What else? The whole music system, the music directory system, that was huge. Lots. Fast travel happened in these past 3 months. That happened this month. Yeah, reworking the audio, making basically the little audio. The data bank has been reworked. So lots of pause menu stuff. Yeah, the entire controller remapping. Lots of new status effects that we can use in later chapters as well. It was a lot. Oh, the entire in-between bit between Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, I finished that like a month ago. Specifically with the idea that I can get some Chapter 2 testing happening at some point. But I still want to polish Chapter 2 more, you know? Testing takes a lot of time for people, and I really want to be respectful of people's time. So I'm really trying to avoid prematurely sending the game out like, hey, guys want to try out Chapter 2? And then I come back like a couple months later and like, okay, try it again now. Because now I've gone back and added a bunch of new stuff. It's like, no, I don't want to do that. Plus, I feel like it makes it easier to miss issues because you get this false sense of like, well, I already tried testing this stuff in the last version of the game, so it's not going to be broken in this version. I'll just test the new stuff, and it turns out that all the old stuff got busted. You know how it goes with testing games. Yeah. So anyway, Paper Robot. 2 years left, maybe. But that's a pretty good milestone to at least be like, okay, we got the main content done on Chapter 3. Chapter 4 is much less. What is the word? Wanting to be amazing, wanting to be great. You know, that word. Chapter 4 is going to be a bit more modest. Ambitious, that's the word. Chapter 4 is not going to be as ambitious as Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is just doing so much stuff. My main concern with Chapter 3 is it's doing too much stuff. All right. We're going to raid. Oh, what? Oh, Hype Train happened. What did I miss? Oh, 2 people subscribed with Prime. Okay. All right. Not here. In Photon's channel. Okay. Next stream will be Wednesday. If you enjoyed watching this, well, I've got good news. I do this every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, until this game is done. And every time that I think about playing Factorio, I try to rush through more of this because I really want to get back to playing Factorio in my free time, but I'm not going to do it while this game is in progress. Thank you for the follow. All follows are anonymous, but I appreciate it. I just got a tier 1 sub. I just got a tier 1 sub to Photon. Oh, Flying Dog gifted 5 subs. Perfect timing. Well, let's get over there and everybody, raid message. Hot air balloon or riot? Oops. I messed it up. Hot air balloon or riot. That's our raid message. Everyone, have a wonderful night. Hope to see you next time. Let's go give Epic a good congratulations on getting this game out. Good night, everybody.